Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm gonna be talking about some mistakes that people make when they're dating. I feel like, because I've been on a couple dates before and I know how it goes, I feel like there's some things when you look back, you kind of like think to yourself, I wish I did a couple of those things different. Now, I feel like if you've never been on a date before, there are definitely things that you're gonna be nervous about, you're not gonna know what to do, and I feel like it's part of the process of just going into a relationship is the dating part. But I feel like there are some things that I would be able to help you guys out on in terms of just like mistakes that I've either made or mistakes that I've seen other people make that would be able to help you guys out in your journey of going on dates. So that's what today's video is gonna be about. If you guys are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below and let me know if you have any other questions that you want me to answer on my channel. I love answering your guys' questions and helping you guys out. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, here's the first thing that I think a lot of people kind of make mistakes on when they first get into dating. So the first mistake that I think a lot of people make when they first start dating is they start trying to impress the other person by spending all of their money on them. I was talking to one of my friends at Coast Capital the other day and they were telling me about financial planning. Now, when you're younger, I feel like you don't really think about financial planning and you think it's something that older people do. At least I thought that's what it was like when I was younger. But as you get older, I feel like you definitely start to realize how much financial planning actually plays a huge part on your life, especially now that like times are changing and things are weird because of COVID. I feel like sometimes it's really good to go somewhere to get advice about what to do with your money, where to put it, how to invest it, how to just like keep it safe. And I feel like if you have somebody there to help you kind of organize it, that it'll be way better for you. I know that when Tessa and I started dating and then we got married, there's definitely a huge part of you that has to like have that stuff figured out. And it's not like always easy to kind of find somebody that's good to do it. And then once you can like budget for dates and stuff, then you don't really have to you can go out and just have fun. You don't have to worry about if you're spending all of your money on a date or on food or whatever it is that you're spending your money on, because you have it all figured out. So Coast Capital, like I said, is a great place to kind of go and meet somebody, get an advisor, get everything figured out. They'll be able to help you whether you're in a good position or bad position, doesn't matter. They're gonna help you get through it. And I feel like it's definitely something that you guys should be thinking about. But yeah, that's the first one. I've seen a lot of people get into that mistake before. Just don't try to impress them by spending all your money on them. All right, so moving on to the second mistake, which I feel like a lot of people get into because you kind of get into that like honeymoon phase that people get into where you feel like everything is perfect. You like don't see anything wrong with that person. Now, I think that that can actually like stay forever with somebody. I feel like once you meet the right person, you're gonna be happy when you're with them, like no matter what. At the end of the day, you'll figure out whatever it is that's wrong and you'll just stay happy with that person. But I think that one mistake that people make is that you feel like there's that instant chemistry when you're with somebody. Now that can definitely happen, but I feel like a relationship definitely takes time and you wanna kind of take things slow at first instead of just thinking like, okay, this is the person, I'm just gonna stay with them forever and this is gonna be it. When you start to take things way too fast and you don't kind of slow down and look at the situation, I think that's when problems start to come up. So that's just kind of like another little mistake that I think people make is like they feel like there's instant chemistry there and then they start to like give more of themselves to that person when really I think sometimes you need to kind of slow down a bit and take a step back and realize that like a relationship will take some time and you don't want to kind of get into something too fast. Okay, so the third mistake that is definitely one that I think can be hard to also kind of realize when you're dating somebody, and that is because also you might be in that honeymoon phase, but it's like missing red flags. I think that sometimes when you're going out with someone, you might kind of look past the red flags that they're giving you about them because you just want to like them and you want to spend more time with them. So what I mean by red flags is there's gonna be things that come up, like whether that person has horrible communication, whether they have a really secretive past that they don't want to tell you about. There's a bunch of things that can kind of come up that I think are important to realize. Sometimes people don't want to get in that like mode of being confrontational or saying anything, but if you feel like you can't communicate with somebody, I think it's really important to say that. When those things start to come up, they're definitely things that you want to talk about because eventually if you don't talk about them, they're going to become bigger issues and then it's just going to hurt your guys' dating relationship. So bottom line is, don't ignore the red flags. If anything comes up and you see some of those, I know that you might be in the honeymoon phase, you might be feeling like you're on top of the world with this person, but eventually those things kind of creep up. If you have like a little tiny piece of you that's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I feel like I need to communicate with that person more, and you feel like you can't talk to them, then definitely bring that up and tell them that like, hey, I feel like we need to work on communication, or we need to work on just being able to trust each other, or whatever it is. Just talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, it's gonna become something bigger. And that's just a mistake that I think majority of people make when they first start going out with someone. They wanna just look past all the problems, but you can't really do that. You gotta like just look at them and realize what it is. All right, so the next one, I feel like a lot of people do this, and it's two things. It's when somebody says, I attract only bad people, or I'm not good enough for somebody. I feel like those two things are often said a lot, and they really need to be kind of like thought about more. The reason that I think that like when you say you only attract bad people is a big mistake is because if you feel like you're only attracting bad people, you're probably gonna go out there and attract more bad people. Like, you need to have in your mind that if you feel like some of the relationships that you've been in the past haven't been good, you need to realize like, okay, what is it that I don't like about those people? And then go after something different. Like, there's so many people in the world that if you feel like you're only attracting bad people, then there's something that you just need to change in order to attract the good people, or the people that you think are good. And then I think that like, if you're saying that you don't feel good enough for somebody, you just need to be confident in yourself. Like, there's so many amazing qualities about you and things that you're good at. And I feel like at the same time that you're going out with somebody that you feel like you're too good for, they might be thinking the exact same thing back to you. You just don't even know it. So I think you need to go out there, and if there's like something that you really love about somebody, or somebody that's the best looking person, has the best personality, whatever, go for those people. Those are the people that you're attracted to. Those are the people that you know that like, if you were to hang out with that person, that you'd be happy with. Those are the people that you have to go for. So I think that those are really big mistakes, because those are the things that kind of like, you need to have some more confidence in yourself. And once you have that confidence, you'll be able to either go out and start attracting those good people that you want, and you'll be able to look at yourself as like, I am who I am, and I don't think that that person is better than me. I think that we are just two people trying to get to know each other, and then eventually you guys might start dating or whatever it is. You can't talk yourself down. You can't make yourself feel bad and that you're not good enough, because I think that that will just constantly beat you down, and then you won't go after what you actually want. All right, so the last one that I want to talk to you guys about is spending way more time talking than listening. I feel like that is a huge mistake that a lot of people do on dates, because when you're on a date, one of the main things that you want to do is feel like you're going back and forth with that person, getting to know them, laughing with each other, figuring out what kind of like makes them happy, or things that you guys have in common with each other. If you spend the entire time talking and you don't really let them say anything, there's like a piece of you, like if you're sitting on the other side of it, that thinks that that person doesn't really care about what I have to say. And so, I mean, if you're sitting down and the other person that you're on a date with isn't saying one word, then I think that you have like every right to just be talking the whole time, because then you're just gonna be bored and nothing's gonna be happening. But if it feels like you're the only person talking about things that you like, or things that you have going on in your life, I think that you have to find that balance between you guys. So that's another red flag. I think just look out for that. That's another mistake that I think people make on a date, is they want to give everything that they have to that other person, when really you should be like listening. A strong relationship takes time to build. So that is the last one. All right, guys, so I hope that today's video helped you guys out. I know that for those of you that have never been on a date before, or you guys are thinking about going on dates, it can be really nerve-wracking. You don't really know what's gonna happen, and I wanna be kind of here to help you guys if you guys do have questions through it. Now, these are only like 5 or 6 things that I came up with for today's video, and I feel like there's a lot more that I could probably talk about. So if you guys want me to make a part 2 to this, or if you guys have anything that you guys wanna know, just let me know. Also, like I said, the first point in this video, don't spend all of your money on that person when you start going out with them. I feel like it is very important to do financial planning and to find somebody that can help you with that. So Coast Capital is a great place to go. I will leave a link to them in the description. You guys can go and check them out and let me know what you think. But yeah, I think that that's everything that I wanted to say in today's video. I hope that today's video helped you guys out. I love you guys so much. And as always, I will see you guys next Saturday in next week's video. Bye!